Mitsuha, and I'll be presenting a research done by Neri Oxman, an architect, designer, and inventor at MIT. And the focus of this presentation is design at the intersection of technology and biology. As Michelangelo said, when he looked at the raw marble, he sees a figure struggling to be free. In my opinion, Mother Nature is like the figure in marble. It is struggling with our philosophy of design and production. Nature provided every necessary resource to a self-sustaining life. It mends itself whenever it is harmed. It grows and expands efficiently, giving its dwellers secure habitation. It is conscious and sets example to a better design philosophy. With this presentation, we can see what that is and how shifting our perspective has helped us create smarter and efficient things. In our smallest unit of life, we carry all the information that is required to function and replicate. In life, every living thing that exists had to undergo a series of procedures and algorithms to evolve into a form capable of weathering its surrounding environment. Through this evolution, it can live and thrive. On the other hand, chiseled things like anything that human ever produced are lifeless and are mechanical. And simply put, inorganic living things can hardly adapt to its environment. It would not fit into its surrounding and would not transform if the world around it progressed. So why we design this way? Synthetic versus organic. We can observe how nature designed countless organisms continuously with no parts requiring assembly. They function in harmony with different areas and maintain its condition automatically. But human philosophy of design is the opposite. Human philosophy of design is distinct parts with distinct function. It dictates a world made of parts requiring external force to augment and adjust to life. It's a wrong mindset, and we should move away from assembly into growth before the consequences of this philosophy aggregate and catch up to us. We now live in a world that our technology advancing and growing so rapidly. We literally stepped into an era where now new tools give designers abilities that can create unimaginable things. Take these for example. Computational design allows us to design complex forms with simple codes. Additive manufacturing produce parts by adding material rather than removing it. Material engineering design the behavior of the material in high resolution. And synthetic biology enabling to design new biological functionality by editing DNA. These new tools help us set a new and better path for engineering and designing. For example, these following projects done by Neri Oxman. As we know, space exploration is picking up again. Space exploration and becoming an interplanetary species is the future. And so, voyaging to hostile landscapes and adapting to the crushing gravity, prolonged darkness, and fluctuating temperature requires smart outfit with adaptive materials. Today, we are capable of creating them. We have 3D printed variable capillaries designed for those interplanetary pilgrims. The 3D printed variables are infused with synthetically designed microorganisms. How it is generated is by combining two microorganisms. One, E. coli, which inhabits the human gut, and cyanobacteria, which lives in ocean and fresh ponds. One converts light to the sugar, the other consumes the sugar and produces biofuel built for environment. Once the necessary ingredients are produced, it can be formed to a specific outfit by using liquid alchemy and then synthesize new biological functionality within the liquid alchemy. Even though technology for building sustainable and efficient infrastructures now exist, still our practices are old-fashioned. To this day, there are materials used that are hazardous and not recyclable. We can change that. We can use alternative materials such as chitin to build structures that are cost efficient and durable and biodegradable. Chitin is the second most abundant biopolymer in the planet. 100 million tons every year of it is produced by arthropods, forming the major constituent in the exoskeleton of arthropods and the cell walls of fungi. With chitin, we can make chitosan paste. To produce chitosan paste for 3D printing, we take a lot of shrimp shells, then grind them down. And that leaves us with the paste which can be fed into the nozzle of a 3D printer. By varying the chemical concentration, you achieve wide varieties of properties that can be used for different types of 3D printing. It can also be done for scaling up and 3D printing large-scale structures using robotic arms with multiple extrusion systems that can help design bigger architectural structure made with single material and 100% recyclability. The byproduct of this type of 3D printing is the air bubbles inside the material once it's printed. They contain photosynthetic microorganisms, embedded bacteria that were genetically engineered to rapidly capture CO2 and convert it to sugar. So why design with plastic or these other materials that have no sense of recyclability when we can design with synthetic biology? With synthetic biology, we are able to transform an architectural structure made with shrimp shells behave like a tree. Best part is objects that are designed to be biodegradable. You can put them in sea and they will nourish marine life. Put them in soil and they will grow tree. As Neri Oxman said, it's an opportunity to move away from the age of machine and move towards the age of symbiosis. There are better ways to design and create. We can preserve and prevent the destruction of our nature. For decades, our way of manufacturing has been damaging to our environment and harmful to ourselves. Now that we have advanced our technologies and better understand how biomimicry can easily resolve most of our issues, we can design and manufacture with recyclability and higher efficiency in mind. What we build will have less destructive and scarring effects. What we choose to do today will impact the future. As an architectural designer, this article opened my eye into seeing how biology can be used in combination with structural engineering and how they correlate to each other. I have incorporated the design philosophy of Neri Oxman into my own designs. I learned from her to investigate nature and through biomimicry design smarter. It is also crucial to be conscious of how we treat our planet. This is the only one we have. The resource we mine, the fuel we burn, the things we create affect our planet. So if we want to live longer and have a healthier lifestyle, we must be aware of the decision we make. This not only leaves us a home for ourselves, but also for the future generation. And I'll leave you with this final quote about postmodern design by Neri Oxman. One imposed in the environment, the other creates it. One is designed for nature and the other by nature.